Governor Tate Reeves spoke at the Mississippi Economic Council recently about promoting prosperity in our state. He talked about the importance of per capita income as being the key benchmark for success. Well, the good news is that Mississippi has seen strong income growth per person. Mississippians today are twice as rich as they were in 2002, with growth being particularly strong since 2018. According to the US Census Bureau data, in 2022, the per person income in our state was $46,000. 10 years previously, in 2012, it was a mere $33,000. A decade before that, in 2002, per person income was only half what it is today, at $23,000. So strong has Mississippi per income growth been that in 2023, the state overtook my own native Britain for the first time. Indeed, when I pointed this out in an article in The Atlantic, I think it's fair to say that not every Brit appreciated it. Even better news for Mississippi. A dollar in our state will generally go a lot further than a dollar in most other states. Albeit that, thanks to Joe Biden's inflationary economic policies, a dollar doesn't go nearly as far as it used to. This so-called purchasing power parity means that what you could purchase for a mere $86 in Mississippi would require you to spend about $90 in Tennessee, or nearly $100 in Texas, or a whopping $111 in California. It's a lot cheaper to live here. Here's another interesting fact about Mississippi. Contrary to what you might think, Mississippi has been the third fastest growing state in terms of per capita personal income since 1960. Mississippi has had annual personal growth income of about 2.6% since 1960. Some decades have seen that growth rate dip to just above 1%. And small changes in annual growth might not seem important, but as economists have pointed out, these seemingly small increases or decreases in annual average growth rates can have huge cumulative effects over time. Nudging Mississippi's growth rate up even half a percentage point is the key to producing prosperity in this state. Here at the Mississippi Center for Public Policy, we promote policies that produce more growth by increasing economic freedom in our state. And there are a number of ways that we're trying to do this. Number one, cutting taxes is important. It might not generate instant growth, but the evidence shows overwhelmingly that states where the tax burden is lower outperform those where it's higher. Compare, for example, Texas to California or Illinois to Florida. Reducing the size of government in this state and winding down state government bureaucracy might not generate instant overnight investment. But over time, less regulation frees up businesses, both large and small, and it allows them to do things they're currently inhibited from doing. Giving every family in our state control over their child's tax dollars might not generate instantaneous economic growth, but applying choice and competition to the education sector raises standards. It does more for workforce development than any state agency could ever do, and it produces a future workforce far better able to participate in the labour market of tomorrow. Eliminating legal restrictions that prevent new healthcare providers in Mississippi from operating would not only boost the state's health, it would boost the state's health economy. If we want to make Mississippi become more prosperous, we need to make Mississippi more free.